Good day and welcome to another edition of Family Connect, a program that tries to connect us to our families, tries to help us to build or rebuild those values which we have lost along the line and which we are trying and attempting to make sure we put together for a better humanity. On today's edition, I'm going to be discussing a particular topic that I've looked into. I've watched it happen in different places. I've watched it ruin homes, I've watched it ruin people, and I've watched it bring out so much disappointment, so much disbelief, and at the same time, even ruined relationships. And this topic is no other than detecting emotional blackmail. This is one thing that both young, old, children, adolescent, everybody who knows what emotional blackmail is practice sometimes unconsciously, but we do it every day. We live with it. We practice it on ourselves, we practice it on our friends, we practice it every day without realizing it and being conscious of it. So I looked at it, I said, let's see how we can help ourselves and eliminate it from our way of life. Because it's something that, if we are not careful, can destroy total confidence, total belief, total acceptance of ourselves and our relationships. So I'll start by looking at the weaknesses. The weakness of ourselves is something that helps to promote this emotional blackmail. And when somebody dictates, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a friend, whether it's a sibling, whether it's even a relationship, once that weakness is detected, people use it. A lot of people thrive on it. So as much as possible, let's work on our weaknesses so that somebody will not use it as a yardstick to play with our emotions, or to use those weaknesses to get by or get what they want from us. And at that point, you find that you cannot do anything but either succumb or you stand your ground. So we need to stand our ground and let the individual know, look, it's not going to work. Yes, I've made my mistake. Yes, this is what has happened. I'm ready to take the punishment. I'm ready to take whatever it is. I'm ready to be with it. And once you can do that, the person that is trying to blackmail you will think twice or will look at it. Why must I do this? Is this right? What I'm doing, is this justified? Should I do that to a fellow human being? Should I do that to my child? Should I do that to my parents? Should I do that to my relationship? Should I do this to my friend? So by the time you let the person know that, look, I'm not going to succumb to that weakness, to that whatever I've done, I'm standing my ground, let me take the punishment. It doesn't matter. And if you have that character, that strength to accept that, look, this is it, then the person that is trying to blackmail emotionally would have lost. Then you now work on your own self to make sure such will not happen again. And you will not even be in that situation where you will blackmail another for his or her weakness. So once you're able to do that, and then even accept, I'm going to take that punishment, whatever it is, for that which I've done along the line, then you become alert. How do you become alert? Trying to hold yourself, trying to talk to yourself, trying to stop yourself from doing that which will cause that. Whether you're the one trying to blackmail somebody or somebody is trying to blackmail you, once you are alert to your weaknesses and those shortcomings, what you do is to make sure it doesn't come up. Even if it comes up, you're conscious. So the alertness is there for you to stop it from happening. So all the time, if you are alert, you find out that these emotions, you can control them. Don't let them control you. Emotions comes from it can be in different forms. It can be in form of anger. It can be in form of excitement. It can be in form of happiness. It can be in form of sadness. Or how you handle it at each given time, for whichever reason or for whatever reason, helps you to control those emotions. So anybody trying to blackmail you will not work because you have paid attention to it. You have given thought to them. You have looked at, this is what I do that caused this, so let me stop it. So when you have done all this and you still find out that this thing is still prevailing, it's still continuing, then it's time to discuss it. It's time to call a truce. It's time to discuss with whoever, whether it's a child, whether it's your spouse, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's your friend, whoever it is. You now call the person's attention. Can we discuss this? I've noticed this and it's becoming a problem. It's disturbing us. It's pulling us back. It's making us unhappy. It's ruining the family. We are not getting better. We are drowning. Can we discuss this? Can we look at it? So when you bring all these things to the table, what have you done? You have succeeded to a far extent or to a larger extent on trying to solve that problem. So in all these discussion matters, communication is key to solving most of the problems. If you bottle them in, you will crack, the person will crack, and then by the time you crack, you collapse. By the time you are collapsed, you have emotional problems. So we have to look at this, we have to be very mindful. Emotions are there in different forms, like I said earlier. So, having said all this, I will now do the needful. And that needful is saying thank you to our subscribers, to our friends, to those who have come to our channel, to those who have come to view what we are doing, and those who have supported us in one form or the other. Please remember that this program is trying in its own little way to help point out the signposts to all of us so that we can build better homes, better relationships, and better humanity, where all of us will be happy to live in and coexist joyfully. So share, come to the channel, subscribe, leave your comments and let us know how you feel. This is Chika Namani, your host, looking forward to another edition and another topic. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.